Hello, and welcome to another book review. And today, I want to talk to you about In Calabria by Peter S Beagle, author of The Last Unicorn. This novel, or novella, also features a unicorn, although they're not related in any way. So I didn't even know this was a thing. This got published in 2017 by Tachyon Publications, and it's like a fairy tale for adults. It is, once again, beautifully written, just like The Last Unicorn. I discovered this while rereading The Last Unicorn for the Suntop editions, and I'm very glad that I did discover this. Now, as far as I'm aware, as far as I could find, there are no small press editions of In Calabria, and I really hope that changes, because this was just a delightful tale. Like I said, nearly 50 years after The Last Unicorn. So even though both are about unicorns, they are both vastly different. The Last Unicorn is a masterpiece in and of itself, but is very much a fantasy novel. It takes place in a fantasy world with magic and mystery and intrigue. In Calabria is very much grounded in reality, apart from the whole unicorn thing. It features Claudio Bianchi, a middle-aged farmer who is living his nice little secluded life in Calabria. Hey, there's the title, which is the toe part of the boot of Italy. The Italian peninsula. I'm not very familiar with Italian geography or history or the mafia, but more on that in a minute. But anyways, Calabria is the state or region that is the toe. Claudio Bianchi's living his best life in solitude with his animals on his farm, writing poetry and only reciting that poetry to his animals. He's bothered by the local postman, as secluded farmers are. And then one day, he is greeted by a unicorn on his farm. The unicorn it has a true sense of character. It sees the good in the heart and the pure character of Claudio Bianchi, and it has come to his farm for a nice, quiet solitude where it can give birth. Spoiler alert: the unicorn is pregnant, but I mean I guess it's not really a spoiler. But anyways, and I don't want to say it teaches him just the beauty of freedom, but I mean it is beautiful. Like he doesn't try to capture this unicorn. He is very much one with his animals. He knows how to take care of these animals in just the most beautiful way a farmer can, and it shows him kind of the beauty of nature with this unicorn that has graced his farm. But unfortunately, with the unicorn comes unwanted attention. Once word gets out on the unicorn, suddenly you have the press there. Suddenly you have wannabe hunters. Not wannabe hunters, they are hunters who want to hunt said unicorn. And most importantly, it attracts the attention of the 'Ndrangheta, which is the Calabrian mafia, which I didn't know was a thing. I just think of, mafia, you think of kind of like Sicilian mafia. No, Calabrian mafia is the 'Ndrangheta. And they're despicable. They want the unicorn for themselves. So unfortunately, with the unwanted attention of the unicorn on his farm comes some unwanted characters visiting the farms and wanting the unicorn for themselves. But anyways, it's a very short novella. You could read it in one sitting. And we're talking, with the small trim size, it's under 180 pages. And it doesn't even start until page 17. So, it's a very short read. And honestly, you should read it. It's like a fairy tale for adults. It has the same beautiful writing style that Peter S Beagle employed within The Last Unicorn. Although, like I said, The Last Unicorn is very much in a fantasy world. In Calabria is very much more grounded in reality, apart from the whole unicorn thing. But it is a novella that I did not know existed, and I am very glad that I do now know that it exists. It might not be a timeless classic like The Last Unicorn was. The Last Unicorn is appropriate for all ages, and you should be reading that to all ages. In Calabria, you probably shouldn't be reading to a younger audience. There is a little bit of violence in it, a little bit of language on occasion, but it's still beautifully written, and it's just, like I said, it's like a fairy tale for adults. It's something that should be read to be fully appreciated. And I honestly hope that it gets a small press treatment now that The Last Unicorn is once again getting a small press treatment. I mean, it's getting the Suntop edition, which is completely sold out. I tried my best to secure a numbered edition, but was not lucky with that lottery. But I do have a classic edition coming, so very excited to have that. But in the meantime, if you need some more magic in your life, you should check out In Calabria by Peter S Beagle. Like I said, it's very grounded, but it's still magical at the same time, if that makes sense. And hopefully this will get a small press treatment soon. So like I said, this is only a trade edition right now through Tachyon. However, if you are an audiobook listener and you have Audible or use Audible, it is actually featured on the Audible Plus catalog. So if you subscribe to Audible, you could just download it for free. It doesn't even cost you a credit. I think that's pretty worth it. Like I said, nice quick little read or nice quick little listen, but absolutely worth it. Especially if you read The Last Unicorn and you're like, man, I want to check out some more Peter S. Beagle. You should definitely check this out. So I got plenty of other book reviews on the channel, plenty of unboxings in between those videos as well. So please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you around next time.